Jameel Ahmad in London. He's Director of Investment Strategy at the fintech firm NAGA. Great to have you back with us as always, Jameel. So, as I mentioned, some more positive vaccine news. Can you tell us more about how investors are reacting to the latest developments?
Thank you, Oscar. I think that now we're in the last trading week, full trading week of November, and I don't think things could have gone any better for investors. We have to take into account we've had a number of lockdowns reintroduced this month. We've had the election uncertainty in the United States, but yet this light at the end of the tunnel and the hopes that we're getting from these vaccine candidates, frontrunners, that they're making good progress. The initial findings look positive, and there is light at the end of the tunnel that we're getting closer and closer to the end where these vaccines can be approved, then rolled out and distributed. This has led to a flurry of positive risk appetite across global markets, whether that's global stocks rallying, company stocks rallying, oil prices, cryptocurrencies, anything that's a risk asset, including emerging markets too. They are rallying from this feel-good factor we've got around global markets right now, predominantly just based on the vaccine hopes.
Let's talk more about oil prices because we are seeing some pretty decent gains for the price of crude. Can you tell us why traders are feeling more optimistic right now?
So essentially, oil prices are piggybacking from the risk appetite. Oil is a riskier asset in an investor portfolio. As risk appetite is growing, oil is also coming back into portfolio. So what we've seen is we've seen the strongest oil prices for US oil since roughly very early in September in trading today. We see that $44 handle for oil is critical. And if we do close above $44, we might be able to talk about $50 before the end of 2020. But I still think that no matter how good this optimism is around the vaccine, it's still going to take time for economic productivity and activity to get back to anywhere near what we were used to this time last year. And I think we might be looking at the end of Q1 2021, depending on how that vaccine's rolled out. So we shouldn't be too upbeat that oil's going to go to the sky quite yet, but we do have a more positive outcome for oil prices when it comes to sentiment, at least.
Yes, and bad news for the Eurozone economy, though the latest figures showing that business activity fell to a 6-month low in November. How much of a worry is that for investors?
It is a worry. Of course, we've seen business activity has come off a cliff in terms of where we were, that rebound when economies were coming out of lockdowns over the summer. But we also knew that this was inevitably going to happen as cases were rising and as economies reintroduced lockdown. Thankfully, for those kind of market announcements, we have so much good news over the vaccine right now that investors are willing to look at it from a glass half full scenario. Yes, this is the situation today. It is the situation tomorrow. But perhaps should that vaccine get approved over the coming days and weeks, we won't have this problem for much longer. And we are getting towards the end, it looks like, of what's been a very difficult 2020 for all of us.
Okay, Jameel Ahmad from NAGA in London, a pleasure as always. Thank you.